Hi guys, it's KP. Glad you're watching another video of mine. So officially it has been confirmed. Shubman Gill's era as Test skipper of India will begin against England on 20th of June. First Test match at Leeds at Headingley. So I will be predicting in this video the outcome of the series between England and India that will be played over here in the UK in the summer, and I simply just cannot wait for the series to go ahead and absolutely produce a really high quality of cricket. One hopes so. Now, obviously we all know this is going to be a tough series for India. It's going to be a transition period for Indian cricket, Test cricket. Yeah, if you look at it, the top four of the Indian batting unit will be most likely Jaiswal, KL Rahul, Sai Sudarshan, and newly appointed Test skipper Shubman Gill. So yeah, look, it's going to be very interesting to see how this Indian team goes on this tour against England. Let's make no absolute, I will give you my predictions in a minute, but if you look at it overall on the paper, make absolutely no mistake about it, England will go into this Test series as clear favourites, and rightly so. England on home soil, they have a brand of cricket that they really enjoy playing and so on, and to a certain, to most extent, at least on home soil, it has worked for England. So yeah, look, listen, it's going to be a very interesting series as an Indian cricket fan to see how this Indian team will cope in English conditions. I think one thing India have to do really well is bat. You know, they must not bat like they've been batting in the last few test series. You know, they got whitewashed at home against New Zealand, highly unexpected, but India got whitewashed, and then in Australia they lost. Obviously there'll be no Kohli and Rohit this time around, which will make a task a lot more harder. At least Kohli not being there, it's going to be a lot more harder. I'm not too sure it makes a lot of difference about Rohit Sharma not being there, with all due respect to him, but I think Kohli not being there is a massive talking point. Again, you know, it's a series where I think, you know, young Indian batsmen can take their opportunities and move forward within their careers in Test cricket and show what they've got. So it's going to be interesting in those regards as an Indian cricket fan, how this new transition Indian cricket team in the batting unit, how they will go about things. And I can just only hope and wish as an Indian cricket fan it's positive. Even if we don't win in England, I just hope that we put up a good challenge, and as an Indian cricket fan, the ultimate format of the game, Test cricket, at least you can look forward to future series with a lot of hope and think, you know what, hopefully this transition period will not be so bad as what probably one expected. So again, it's all opportunities. But look, now I want to talk about Gill as captain. Look, obviously he would not have been the first choice skipper. With all due respect to him, he was not the first choice skipper. It would have been Bumrah. But obviously, Indian selectors, BCCI, they want a skipper who is mostly fit and potentially going to play all the games in England, which Gill is likely will. Bumrah, I think, is going to be he'll probably rest a couple of games and so on, and his fitness cannot be trusted. Not any fault of his own, but it's just the way it is. So they had to go with Gill at the end, and yeah, look, I wouldn't have personally gone with Gill myself. I thought you could have gone for potentially Rahul, but I don't think that was going to be an option. Hence, I say then it just was going to be Gill. You know, obviously, my first choice obviously would have been Bumrah, but that was never going to happen also. So there's no point even debating about all that. I think at the end of the day, I think, you know, the captain would have been who would have likely to be selected as captain has been the captain. So hey-oh. I just want Subnam Gill to relax, because I think one of the reasons I didn't want him to be the captain also is because the fact that he's not even guaranteed his place in the test team. Now all of a sudden he's you know, he's representing India in the highest honour of test cricket, and you know, and also he'll be thinking about his batting and so on. I want Gill just to relax himself, be calm, hopefully have the right personnel around him and play with freedom and not worry too much about captaincy. I think likes of Rahul or Bumrah, when they're playing, I think they can help him out a lot. I want Gill to concentrate purely as a batsman and purely in his game, because when he's in form, he's absolutely priceless to have in the team for Indian cricket. So I think this could be a tour of making of Gill, not just as a captain but as a batsman and someone who can take that responsibility on his shoulder and move Indian cricket forward in test cricket. So let's just wait and see how that all pans out. But look, I think all in all, I think England, I think, you know, will start as favourites. I think they've got a good balance to their team. They know what the 11 is going to likely to be. They know any changes which is likely to happen in their end. They've done that before and they know what's happening. So they're well balanced on home soil. England, for me, start as favourites. My prediction, what I feel, not just looking on paper, but just genuinely, I also feel that England will go on and win this series. Do I think it will be comfortable? I don't know, because I think if England have one of those horror shows with the ball, then India may nick a couple. But I still think a game or two India could nick. But look, on the whole, I'm just going to say England will win this test series. And that's my prediction. But as an Indian fan, really looking forward to the transition and how the younger lot cope. That's all, guys. Take care. KP.